All right. Welcome to the QA show and another one at Afrovibes TV. We have Young Prodigy in the building. What's up?
What's up? What's up?
What's up?
TV, how y'all feeling?
You feeling good? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, blessed.
All right. I am excited to bring this amazing gentleman, as well as a father, an artist out, and we're going to just talk about it. We're going to let the audience know a little bit more about Prodigy and who you are, where you come from, what you stand on.
Okay.
So, who is Prodigy? Where did this Prodigy stem from? Where you from?
Well, my name's Prodigee. I came up with Prodigee from one of my kinfolks. He gave me the name. When I first started rapping, I used to, like write my music, and it used to be kind of simple. And my cousin was real subject to that, so he was like real blunt about me writing simple music. So he was like, you got to think outside the box a little bit. So I started writing a little bit different, and then he was like, okay, now here's something. Now you becoming a protege. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, okay, what they mean? And he was
Right.
like, protege is somebody that follows greatness.
Right.
So that's where I got my name from, Protege.
The Prodigy.
That's where my
Prodigy
name comes
King.
from.
Okay.
And I am from Houston, Texas, Acres Home to be exact.
All right.
4-4.
Yeah.
I was born and raised in Houston. Most of my family from Louisiana, but they migrated to Houston, started a family out here, and we just dispersed from there.
All right. So we is from Houston, Texas, y'all.
Nice time.
Come on, stamp it. All right. So I've noticed that. Well, I've seen that your latest release was "Come Up with Something."
Yes, ma'am.
What stemmed from "Come Up with Something"? Like, where did you get the name "Come Up with Something"? Come on.
Well, Come Up With Something was like a song that I came up with, a concept for hunger. So basically, I came from nothing. Most of my life, I've seen poverty. I've seen, prison. I've seen a lot of things that, that'll probably break somebody or make somebody stop or give up.
Right.
But that didn't do that to me. It just kept me pushing forward. It made me a stronger, better individual.
Okay. So would you say your music is more so for the messages of the ones that have to get it out the mud and
Yeah, I can say that. I can say my music is a message for those who want to just basically be a successful individual.
okay.
And those that struggle and go through mental crisis or go through physical crisis, they can go to my music and go get comfort or get some type of information they can use and make them a better person.
Right.
So,
Okay. And then I also see that you help other artists get into their bag as a career in the artist music industry and all that.
Yes, ma'am.
Where did that stem from the Focus Entertainment?
Well, focus is first off, focus stands for our culture united succeed, and I put cultures with an S because it's universal. It's for everybody. I'm not racist. I don't. So I put for our cultures united succeed. Now, focus. I came up with that in prison.
Okay.
So I came up with the focus concept. I said, okay, I need to learn how to start a label, but I wanted to be an indie label and not a major label. So I read books about it. And the first book I read was by Donald Passman, All You Need to Know About the Music Business. And that's what taught me how to start the label and actually put infrastructure in the label.
Okay.
So I created that little concept, and then when I came home, I put the ball on the court, and then I started dribbling it, and now I'm shooting the ball.
Come on. All right. Can you repeat that book one more time for those that may need to?
Oh, All You Need to Know About the Music Business by Donald Passman. They got 3 versions of it. I read the first, second, and third generation. So you might want to check that out.
All right. And then how long did you do in prison?
I did 6 years on a 7-year term.
Okay. I love warriors. So I stand for, especially our Black community that have to go into that state so that y'all can continue to rise up. 'Cause that's all it is, to sit down.
But eye opener.
Well, I opened it. Just you wouldn't have, came up with your label had you been, continuing to run
The
and
street.
do what you was doing.
Exactly.
Exactly. Okay, so the Focus of Entertainment came up with that. So you are rising other artists and things like that.
Yes, ma'am.
You-
Like Focus is an indie record label. So indie stands for to make independent.
Mhm.
I'm basically teaching the artists how to be independent and keep their structures as well as keep control of their masters. Basically not to sell their soul, to basically, get their own independent way. They don't have to, give themselves up to be somebody that they want to be. They can just be it. I give them the information and tools that they need, and it's up to them to receive the information and use the tools that I give. So,
Yeah. Okay. So where can this artist that may be interested in becoming part of your label, or what's their process look like?
Well, if you're interested in Focus, the best my personal advice for you is, get out, go to shows. You gonna see us outside.
For sure.
DM the label page. If it's not responding, just keep DMing, keep sending stuff, send posts. Either I'll get with you or one of the guys from the camp will get with you or somebody will see it and then hey, we'll go from there.
Okay, then what's the label page?
The label page is actually Focus Entertainment. Focus Entertainment Continuum. So if you're looking for the label page, just type in Focus Entertainment Continuum. Then it'll pop straight up.
Alrighty, so what we're working on right now, can I spill the beans on the track that I actually
Oh yeah, you can spill
okay,
it.
so we got talk my shit, y'all. And when I say he be having the crowd, the club going up, like I'm over there, I'm like, yeah, talk my shit.
No, for real.
So like what's up with that? When is that going to be released? Can I ask about that? Can I get
Well,
minutes?
Talk My Shit is a secret weapon that I have just made recently, like 2 months ago. And it's original track. The beat was produced by Stan Smith, Andre, which is my cousin. Um, I've been having the beat for about 3 years, and I finally did something with it. And that's gonna be my first single release with Empire that I feel like is gonna actually have the market behind it, and the budget and all that good stuff.
Definitely one of my favorites right now.
Yes.
Yes. And then is your as far as you as an artist and all this, are you more so family tied?
Yes,
A
ma'am.
lot of your work is with family.
Yes, ma'am. I mean, well, I consider my artists and the people that I socialize with a connection, vibration that's real good. I consider them as family.
Hmm.
If we can build together, then we can establish family. Because I look at family as loyalty and building. That's
Right.
it.
Not necessarily with blood.
I don't look at it as blood. Blood just make you related.
Alright. So where can we be seeing Protege in the next maybe 6 months? Are we touring?
In the next 6 months, y'all gonna see Protege touring. Y'all gonna see me on them big stages. Yeah, y'all gonna see me on TV. Shout out to Isaiah Carey. He did have me on Fox 26.
Okay.
But yeah, man, y'all gonna see me everywhere, and you as well will see Focus Entertainment. That is the brand, that is the company, that is the logo, and I will rep the brand. But you most definitely will see a lot of young Protege.
Okay, and we do have the family in the building. So great for you all to be here as well. I did want to go ahead and shout out that he has this major support, and yes, they've become deep.
That's how you supposed to do it.
Always.
Yeah.
Always. Okay, so we're gonna be seeing you on the big stages. So you're making your moves, which I am seeing more of the protege. I'm seeing more of that, and I would love to continue to see you build and build your artists. And as they continue to see you, even when he was on that stage, on the stages, I see, we call them blind ends, but the young men
Oh yeah.
looking like, okay, he could do that. Let me pop
do
my
it.
shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
And I seen that in their eyes, not even with the artists that came with you, but like other artists.
Artist, right.
Yeah.
Well, you're right. I kind of paid attention to that too. That's inspirational.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Motivational. Because if I can do it, then anybody can do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you're very good at engaging. So like he was engaging with we had a showcase where they have the judges. So he was engaging with the judges, the crowd, everybody getting hyped. They hadn't even heard his song at first, but the moment they heard that beat drop and you just took over and let that
Took
energy.
off.
Yeah. So you love to see that. Okay, now Protege. So we torn, we getting the music done, we got our artists.
Mhm.
Now, where does this leave room for Protege to basically have balance in his life?
Well, the balance come from the what my point of balance is the decision making. You gotta organize your dates. You gotta make certain choices. Like if this fits you or if it fits the company, or can we move this way, a certain way. So basically we'll all get together, we gotta chat. I put everything in the chat and then we'll decipher what we'll do from there.
Okay.
We'll put it in the chat, "Oh, okay, we got an interview today. So everybody be on point, everybody on time. And we structure it like that.
Okay. So structure.
So basically having a structure, infrastructure.
Mhm.
I got all the artists under contracts now. Nobody's just word of mouth. Everybody's under paperwork. If we wanted to go to the bank, we can. If we want to do this, we can. You know what I'm saying? There's other steps to business that I had to learn So now that I know those steps, I can actually show my artists how to move accordingly.
Okay, so with that being said, what are the steps to being a successful artist? That
The steps for me, I could tell each artist to be successful, man, stay consistent. Consistency is the key to be a successful artist. You can't give up, you can't stop, you can't slack, you can't lack, you can't give them not one great area. It always have to be a consistency. Now, when I ask the goats that I've been around and celebrities that I've been around, you know, what's their main advice as an up and coming artist, they always tell me be consistent. So that's my advice to everybody that's coming up under me. Stay consistent, man. Just keep giving them that work. Keep giving it to them. I don't care if you got to go to every show. If it's 3 people at the showcase, pop out.
Pop out.
Just be consistent, man. That's my advice to every artist.
I stand on that. I stand that because even with me doing events, you know, it may have been some with 10 folks, but you have to still put in the work like it's 100,000 folks there.
Right.
You know, because at the end of the day, you are setting yourself up to hit that goal. So you have to act as if you are already in it.
Right.
Right. Yeah. So with you being a businessman, right, and you being this amazing man, giving out the game, who was the one person that gave you the game that still sticks to this day? Like you may be in the bathroom brushing your teeth, like he said or she said.
I gotta give it to Flip, man. Lil Flip. Lil Flip gave me the game. That was my mentor. I've been up under Flip for years. We also been on tour together. You know, I done been to Albuquerque, LA, everything with Flip. So I was actually his cameraman at the Texas Rap Legend concert in San Antonio. So yeah, Flip was actually my go-to guy. Shout out to Lil Flip, Freestyle King, man. I never not give him his flowers. That's the guy who showed me the game. He showed me the ropes. And yeah, man, he basically put me on game about the whole music industry. You know what I'm saying? He kept me up on them. So anytime he took me around something, I was like this instead of like this. I was paying attention, listening, and I never expected nothing from Philip. You know, you can't expect nothing from a celebrity or somebody, not even a celebrity. You just have to expect the game. And when they give you the game, you got to soak it up and you got to take it and run with it. So it's all an ultimatum. It's an option. It's a choice. Get around it. They give it to you. You either gonna grasp it or you gonna walk away from it.
Sure. So you say you was his cameraman before he was even like.
Yeah, before I even did the music, I was Flip cameraman for a year. And I did his first showcase at U of H. I filmed, and then I actually put an event together with Miss Rose. Shout out to Miss Rose from Avant Gardens. And I got Flip there. I got Flip booked there, and I did a show there. And then showed, instead of me telling Flip I can rap, I showed him.
Because he hadn't even known.
He didn't know at all. And it's also on my Instagram. If you go scroll down, you'll see that freestyle with Flipping Us Outside. He shouted me out. That's the same night that actually happened.
Okay.
So
I pointed that out because a lot of people, you know, they think, okay, especially a lot of these new generations, you know, we got the TikTok, we got social media, so it makes it a little easier for us to get that clout and all of that.
Right.
But putting in that groundwork and actually being behind the scenes first and then knowing when to make that step to move forward. Like, all right, now I can stamp this, or now I can make my move.
Right.
You know, it's chess. Anything that you're doing should be a chess move. So I'm pointing it out to the other artists that is not going to take a day. You may have to play the backseat. You may have to play the cameraman for another man that is on the set.
Sure. That's how it goes. You know, you gotta cry before you walk.
Alrighty, we're gonna hold that thought right there. We're gonna come back. We're gonna go ahead and take our commercial break at Afrovibes TV. We'll be back at another The QA Show. All right, welcome back to the QA Show here at Afrovibes. We have Young Prodigee here sitting with us.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Yeah. So, all right, everybody already know I get in the business a little bit on the second part of the show. Now,
Yes.
this is where I check in because as an artist, as a man, sometimes it's hard to. I mean, sometimes it's easy for people to forget that you are still a human being at the end of the day, and you go through real life things as well. So, 1 through 10, how you doing?
1 through 10,
Honestly,
I'm gonna give it about a 7.
I could be able to say.
7.
Okay, so where does that come from?
The 7 comes from, I'm gonna say,
Family, family business.
family business.
Okay, so it's
Majority of it is family, not more so business.
okay. So business, you handle it like it's like
Business is
cool.
being handled. Sometimes it might be weary a little bit
Mm.
in some areas, but we still handle the business.
Mm. And then now I have a business called Growing as a Woman, right? And what that looks like, we always healing and elevating and educating other women how to become their higher self. And so I want to, yeah, I want to focus on a man's standpoint, like to show other young guys that striving to become more of a man. Good.
Oh, okay.
Right. So what you're saying more so family, are you saying? Because men go through this. Men feel the pressure.
Right.
Y'all are demanded, commanded for a lot of things. And is it more like being asked of, like, hey, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that?
More of both.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm being asked stuff, and then for me, it's just the time thing. Like I like my time to be respected.
Mm.
So if it's time for something and I feel like it's something positive or worth doing that's gonna build, then yeah, I'll put my time in it.
Gotcha.
But if it's something that's not beneficial towards me, my family, or my peers and endeavors, then I won't waste my time.
For sure. And I think it should to be respected.
Yes,
Yeah, it is to be,
it should
but
be respected.
we
But
still.
that's my main thing. My time needs to be respected.
All right. So with that being said, how do we get it to the 10? Like what's the way that you creating that trust within yourself?
Um, I feel like me personally, I need a little time to myself to build myself up and regroup myself because I just the past relations I've been in and all this other trauma things, including prison. So it's like I'm just running, and then I don't have time to actually sit down and give myself that time
Right.
or that peace.
Right.
I haven't had that yet.
So you have yet had that time to yourself to just like, this is what I need to work on or like heal within.
Right.
Because I know that I've been through seasons where I will go from relationship to relationship to relationship, or I get this distraction this time. And now in this season, I'm like, no, I need to sit with myself and hear what it is that I needed so that I can come back and give this person that part of me. So,
I'm scared.
how we gonna work on that then? How we gonna? You need a little vacation to
Yeah,
yourself. Just
I need a little vacation.
okay. So why not make it happen?
I probably will make it happen.
Somewhere in the mountains, somewhere
Yeah.
on a beach, just you and nobody else.
It could be a picnic.
Okay,
Like
a little
that.
fruit, a little fruit basket.
basket.
Yeah.
Something simple. It's just a peace of mind.
Okay. So do you work out?
Occasionally I used to work out a lot, but not anymore like I used to.
I can respect that. You find the balance. You got a lot.
It's not a lot.
Mm-hmm. And then, okay, so do you meditate in any way?
I do meditate. I feel like all men meditate. Well, not all men. Most men meditate when they take showers or when they take baths. That's when a man gets to his most time to himself.
I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that preferably me as a man. I know when I get my little time to myself, I'm in the shower. My meditation, my woo woo. I'm in the shower.
Do you play music while you're doing it?
Yes, I do.
What kind of music?
Sometimes jazz, sometimes rap. It all depends on my mood. However my mood, I play the mood of my music.
Mm. So what's the number one thing that you feel help you stay in a peaceful zone versus the time? I know that it seemed like you get in that time with yourself.
My music?
Your music.
My music brings me peace. My music brings me comfort. It brings me assurance. It brings me everything that I look for in music. It gives me my soul what it needs.
That's your healing tool.
Yes.
Mm. So is that where that started from? Like you basically letting that be an outlet? for you?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's exactly where it came from. Because as a child, I didn't have, mommy and daddy, wife, household, stuff like that. My mom and father wasn't together, so I was kind of all over the place. And then I found music when I was about 8 years old. So my father, he was recording, and one day I came downstairs. We had a townhouse. I came downstairs from upstairs in the room, and it was him and his two homeboys. They had a microphone hanging from the ceiling.
Mhm.
So I was like 8, 9 years old. I didn't know what was going on. Look, they just in there putting a little stocking around the mic and stuff. So I'm like, damn, what they doing? So long story short, they started recording, and I caught on to what they was doing. So my dad bought me a little karaoke machine. It was a little yellow and pink box.
Yeah.
We used to open it and put the tapes in it, and then put toilet paper in the tapes and record over the tape. Like my daddy had UGK tapes, great tapes, Wine Barrel with Gold, little Kiki tapes. We used to record over all that stuff, bro. So my daddy was mad. Like he was mad at first, but when he heard us rapping, he was more proud. Like, oh, these guys didn't figure out how to record. We actually did it on the karaoke machine.
Okay, so how many was it of you all growing up?
Well, growing up, it was me, my cousin, and one of my close friends. Sadly, they both died. This is actually my cousin right here.
Mr. Cousin.
So
What's your cousin name?
his name's Eric.
Yeah.
They called him E-Dub. That was his music name. But yeah, he was kind of the one that, you know, put the music in my ear and then head. And when I got around my pops, it kind of intensified everything. So I was like, oh, okay, well, let's do this too.
Your pops was really the one that kind of.
Yeah, he influenced the whole thing.
I'm starting to see. That's why I'm like, I want you to paint this picture. Where this come
Yeah,
from?
it came from my father. My father was doing music, and he had a label called Clutch City Records.
Mm.
And he started Clutch City in 2005, no, 2004. And we made our first mixtape, Clutch City Records. It was me, him, and a couple of guys from Acres Home was all over the mixtape. So we had Fast Lane, Kill, that's what we used to call him back then. He was in the Thousand Oaks. I was down Little Antoine on Hollyview. We had the studio in the Gables. That was the projects we stayed in. They tore them down. So my pops had Cool 80 Pro, and he had the computer in the house with the cords running outside the patio to the closet outside the patio though. So everybody's signature was on the patio though. You know what I'm saying? So that was our studio booth back then.
Sounds
So
good.
that's how we got it kicked off.
That was a very inner child healing that I just seen you go through, and that's why I allowed that space. That was amazing. Like,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, so 8-year-old you were just curious, like, what are you
Rapping.
doing? And then
Yep. At first I was like trying to figure out what they was doing, but then when I caught on, I was like, oh, okay, because I was already listening to UGK and all that.
who was your favorite
Somewhere
artist growing up?
Zero.
Zero.
Yeah.
That's from Houston, everyone.
Yeah.
Mm.
When I was growing up, that's all I listened to. Zero, Plies, Scarface, a little bit of Jay-Z, Nas, Jadakiss, Wu-Tang, I'm gonna say Biggie, Pop, most definitely. But yeah, I'm mostly hip hop, rap type of.
You sound like you got a good ear.
Yes.
I was kind of so except for Zero now because I'm not from Houston, so I didn't know about Zero now until I came to Houston.
Oh,
And
okay.
he's like, you don't know about Lil Kiki? And I'm like,
No.
no, J-Rock. Like, J-Rock. I'm like, no. Who? And then when I started listening to the songs, the music, I'm like, okay, and that's like
It's more of like a culture
it
thing.
is.
Yeah.
Like
that's
you
all.
really have to know to like
To like know, yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Okay, so
But I want to break that ice though. Like I want to make everybody know Houston is like live and lit. Like this artist is from Houston and they know he's from Houston
mhm.
and he's nationwide, worldwide, everything. Like, oh, that's Protege.
I'm gonna say I'm coming across a lot of artists in this generation that's rising in Houston that's looking to, be more family bond versus like, the division and all of that.
Yeah, and all the dividing and
Yeah.
splitting up. Like they got the shout out to Bust Down Media too, man, with the new Houston movement. And shout out to Trey too. Y'all know Trey just put some jewels and dropped some jewels on Instagram about backing Bust Down Media in New Houston. They got a project that they started. But my perspective for New Houston, I don't look at it as New Houston. Houston is Houston. You know what I'm saying? Like we all from Houston. There ain't no new, no old. It's just a culture thing. We all ride slabs. That's been Houston. But as far as the music, I feel like yes, there should be another genre or generation of music. I don't feel like it's bad to convert from talking about this part of Houston lifestyle and then converting to talking about this because the generations change.
Right.
They don't really
They don't
interact the
live in
same.
it.
They don't live the same lifestyle.
Right.
So it has to be room for that. You got to give them opportunities. You can't just shut them out and be like, oh, nah, this Houston, this how we been. It's going to stay like that. No, you have to invite new opportunities. You have to invite new concepts. You have to, new is good. It's not always bad. New is sometimes good. So,
Yeah, the new era.
yeah. So,
We gotta adapt to that.
hmm that's my opinion about it. I don't feel like it's a new Houston thing. I just feel like the new era of Houston, like
It's rising.
the new underground.
Right.
Yeah.
We still got them OGs, them legends that basically raised.
Yeah, they raised. I come up on the flip, so I done been around Kiki. I know Kiki. Shout out to Kiki. I done been around Slim Thug. I know him. Shout out to Slim Thug. Zero. He's not a sociable person, but I've been around Zero, and he is what he say. He do not socialize. He's one deep. But shout out to Zero, man. He do got good vibes. He's never been no
He's just a real nigga.
bad. So, yeah, he's just him. You know what I'm saying?
And
Most of the people, Sumo. Who else I done been around? Killer Callion. Black Al Capone. I can't forget about you, Pone, man. You dropped some jewels on me too, man. I don't know if y'all know who Black Al Capone is, but that was
what
Flip.
she doing?
Yeah, so she know who you is. And a lot of people know who Black Al Capone is, but that was also my mentor too, because he was Flip underboss. So
Well, shout out to all the great mentors that has helped, Prodigee become who he is this day.
gotta give them their flowers.
For sure, always. We'll always do that for the OGs.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so back to as being an artist, right? Do you feel it come with a lot of anxiety for the ones that deal with anxiety and don't know how to handle that side of?
I mean, I have anxiety myself,
Okay.
but I deal with anxiety like with music. If I start feeling like right now I got anxiety, but how I'm dealing with it, I'm just
It's just allowed.
calm. I'm just allowing it to flow. I don't want to get all anxious. So just let it flow out.
So how do we help those ones that don't know how to allow it to just flow and to be still?
Me personally, I feel like you should read, or that's another thing I do to help my anxiety. I start reading because once I start trying to concentrate and focus on something, my anxiety wears away. Because now I'm focusing on something. Oh, okay, I got it. So that's one way. Or you can meditation, like you said. All right, like
Journaling. I'm a really big advocate for journaling. So okay, that was it for today's show at the QA show. How you feeling?
I feel good, man. I feel very welcome. I feel like I accomplished something. I feel great. Vibes are good. Afro TV. I love it. Thank you.
Of course, and we would love to see you again. I'm gonna give you about a 6 month when you on your tour. I might just pop out wherever you at. And come do a part two. But that wraps it up. Where can they find you at?
Y'all can find me on all platforms at Young Prodigee, man. It's 2 N's in the Young specifically. As soon as you type them 2 N's in, put that G behind it, and Prodigee come after that, man, on every platform, even Google.
And would you like to lead them with one thing? It could be anything. One thought, one message, whatever you one quote.
My one thing to everybody, and that's everybody that's living, God first.
Put God first. Always.
God first, man.
Always. All right, that wraps it up here at Afrovibes TV. We'll see you next time.